Okay, so let's catch up with the way things are in this tank. It's obviously much more heavily planted now, and things are growing nicely. Um, there is obviously a problem. There's a bit of algae at the front, but I don't consider it a big problem. I don't consider it a big issue. It's not supposed to be like a painting. It's a natural environment. Um, Talk about a few other things which have gone on. Obviously, I've got a bit of that Ludwigia repens. It was really small. Now it's growing hugely. By the way, it's interesting to talk about companion fish. When I'm up this end of the tank, yeah, this fish comes up and makes sure that it's up this end of the tank with me, yeah, comes up to where I am. So let's say I go down the other end of the tank, like this, down right the way down here, down this other end of the tank. What does it do? Well, very predictably, comes back up exactly here to where I am, and if I go back again, that's why I talk. So can fish be companion animals? Well, it's accompanying me. I'm walking down the other end of the tank again. Will it accompany me? Will it keep me company going to this end of the tank, or will it say no? I'm not going to be bothered with that. Yeah, well, it's got a mind of its own, obviously, but it also has Pavlovian reactions. It thinks it'll be fed, so that comes to where I am. But certainly, we could say that almost about any animal. But certainly, it keeps you company as I go around. It's keeping me company. But it's not the only one here that's doing that. The barbs are all following me around. They're all following me around. So, but it's interesting. You see, other things are going on here now. These are a couple of Julii, Corydorus Julii, and they started making the old T shape that Corydorus do. Yeah, obviously that's a pet par. Speaking more than one language at once. This is a pair. Got a male and a female there, and they're very interested. Unfortunately, the other tank that I've got, which is for breeding, I put some of the Odessa barbs in there. Had I realised that these two were going to get ready this quickly, I might have put them in instead. There's no point in trying to do two at once, though, two species at once. Um, so maybe I'll just have to do this. It's not a short lived. I'll check it in a minute, sweetie. No point in doing two species in there at once. That's obviously male and female. You can tell which is which quite simply from this. But that looks like as if ever I saw a pair of corridors that were ready to go, then it's them. There's so much love in the air in this tank that even these two, and that's a male as well as that one, they were getting it on yesterday, and this one was pretending to be a female. I don't know what. And there's another pair. These two have paired up as well. These two down this end have paired up, doing exactly the same thing. So I bought four of these, and I seem to have got two pairs, which is quite remarkable. That's right, isn't it? That's a separate pair to the one I saw before. They come down here now as well. It's not the same one, is it? Same pair or different pair? That's one pair. One pair. Where's the other pair? Maybe it's the same pair all the time. There's four of them in there anyway, but these are the two that are doing that. They're never more than a couple of inches away from each other. The Hoplosternums, which I got, tiny, they're half grown now, halfway to sexual maturity. I've seen at least one male. The one that's got a split tail doesn't seem to be healing up. That's a bit of a pity. But that's obviously a male. You can see the thickening of the pectoral fins. That's clearly a female. And then there's another one that's a female as well. The one with the split tail, yeah, that's obviously a female as well. You see the pectoral fins there aren't thickening. And the one with the split tail, I haven't worked out what that one is yet. It's a bit smaller than the others. Actually, there it is. Probably a female as well, but I'm not sure 100%. It's a bit smaller than the others. So, got some new Pentazona barbs, but they're small. The Tetras, which I've got here, well, the lemons are always close to each other like they are now, but I'm not sure that's a pair because they're not behaving like a pair. But there's a lot of pairing activity going on amongst the barbs and the Tetras. especially in the mornings. And we've got these two down here again now. They really need to go. They ought to go to the other tank. But I've got Odessa-barbs there. I took half my Odessa-barbs, three very fat females and with eggs, and 3 males, beautiful, black and red. And put them in the other. There's still some pairs left here, but I took the best of them over there 6, plant it up a little bit more fully, and hopefully that'll get them going. So that's what it looks like at the moment. I've got more loaches, but they seem to be very good at hiding, and the Cynodontis hide behind the back wall. I've kept that back wall so fish can come in and out. Some people say, well, you know, always stick it to the back so fish can't get trapped behind it. I took a different approach. I said, well, look, they've got a right to some privacy, so I put it quite loose so that fish can easily get in and out. And of course, if they can't get in and out, they can get over the top, because the meniscus is higher than the top of it. So that was my strategy as far as that one's concerned. So these are actually fascinating, the way that they're really pairing up there. They're romance to the nth degree with that pair there. So what else have I got? Well, I've got some. There's a paradise fish female, and there's another paradise fish female behind there, although it might turn out to be a male. There is a bigger paradise fish male. Oh, the male of this, the one that I think is a male of this, now starting to take an interest in that area there, where he could in theory build a bubble nest, but he's not big enough for that yet. Really, I think we've got another month before he starts to do that, and when that happens, of course, he's going to get a bit more aggressive towards these other fishes, and that will be the time when I need those Odessa-barbs out and them in. Don't know whether these guys are going to get in before, though. They certainly need to get a room, that's for sure. So, you know, this is how it is. Get a 6-foot tank, or a 5-foot tank, 5.5-foot tank this is, and your fish are going to get in condition very quickly, ready to breed. There you go.